Okay, this question involves discount, and then it also involves service charge and GST. Okay, now let's put the information into the diagram in a sequential way. So first, we are told that Paul has dinner with his family and this restaurant offers 10% discount. So we write down here 10% discount after the mark price, which turns out to be $100. Then we are told that there is a service charge. All right, now for the service charge, it is going to be charged to the amount after the discount, right? And then followed by 9% GST. So first, let's calculate this. The price after 10% discount, it will be 90% of the market price. So 90% of the market price will be this, and it turns out to be $90. Next, it is going to be subjected to 10% service charge. In other words, we have to pay 10% more. And we're treating this value as 100%, then it means we are paying 110% of the price for the service that includes the service charge. So this is the price including service charge. Then we are going to subject this price to a 9% GST. So 9% of GST means that it will be 109% of this amount, okay, which is $99. Now remember, GST is goods and services tax. So goods will be our dinner, whatever we ordered, we paid for, and the services tax. So the services part will be the service charge, like segment. Therefore, we will have this, and it will be translated to this amount. That will be the final amount that Paul has to pay. Now, alternatively, do note, we can do this. Okay, so we can say that the final amount, which is using $100 as a reference point, times after 10% discount, we'll be paying 90% of the $100. Then after which, we know it is subjected to 10% service charge. So what we pay will be 110%, right, of this. So this will be the amount after service charge. And then after which, we know that we have to subject it to another 9% GST. So this whole thing times 109%, which is the GST. So this would be the full expression, and therefore we will get 100 times 0.9 times 1.1 times 1.09, and therefore it will be 107.91, which is the same as what we found earlier on. Okay. Of course, there's another way, which is you can calculate the discount first, then you subtract, then you calculate the 10% service charge. After that, you add it back to the value you had earlier, and now you have your 9% GST subjected to both the service charge plus the discounted amount, and then you add everything together, you will get the final amounts that Paul pays.